Identity. A word that was never as important as in our modern age. Also, it has titty in it, which is extremely humorous. Hi, I'm Bayland, and I'm about to talk to you about identity. I have an identity in my head of who I am. I am small, I'm good at video games, and I love to be in my parents' garden. You most likely also have a picture in your head when you think of who you are. Probably handsome, a very kissable face, or maybe that's just my opinion, who knows. So there is always a me in your life. But to be honest, there are multiple me's. We could look at our lives as a timeline of me's. There was a me yesterday, there's one tomorrow, and they are all different day to day. This instantly poses so many questions. Is there a way to compare the me's? If I'm currently here on the timeline, am I the same as this me or this me? Are the me's always right and true, or can they be wrong? Am I everything I think I am? Let's talk about some of these questions. Let me explain something in colors for you. This was you yesterday. What a beautiful color. This is you today. Also great color. As you can see, it's different, but mostly the same, just as it is over time. It never gets too far too fast. Now imagine someone random who you've seen on social media or the street or whoever you might be comparing yourself to. This is their timeline of color. Completely different base color, as you can see. So in what world is comparing fair? They have completely different circumstances, a different life, a different chemical setup in their head. Not to talk about it that if you compare yourself to someone from social media, it might even be a fake persona you are comparing yourself to, specially designed for this exact reason. Not showing flaws. Comparing yourself to others is absolutely unfair against yourself. You don't see the whole picture, and they most likely show you an identity that they want others to see. And this is a great bridge to talk about another thing. Other me's in your life are people who share a life with you. And although they are slightly different, they share enough with you to be compared. You are absolutely allowed to compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Did you do something today that made you better than you were yesterday? I am talking about even the smallest things. Have you just cleaned up a little bit? Amazing. Here's a star sticker. Put it on your forehead. Did you not get better? It's not the end of the world. You can talk to tomorrow's me and make up a plan that you will get better tomorrow. Tomorrow's me does not exist yet, and still it can be controlled. I love to look at my current me as a ball of potential. My actions are controlled by two things. Will yesterday's me think I'm cool and better than them? And will tomorrow's me thank me that I did that thing? I want to make tomorrow's me proud with what I do. You on this timeline is the only thing that you can compare yourself to. Often it doesn't feel like it, but it is true. Who you are, or rather who you think you are, changes on a daily basis depending on the things that happen to you and how you perceive these things. Very important word. Our identity often comes from our perception, and our perception can be very wrong. Let me show you this with an example. I was one of those fuckers who didn't have to learn in school, which left me with the impression that I'm smart. As time went by, the tasks I had to do got harder and harder, but I didn't get smarter and smarter because I didn't truly learn. The only thing that stayed is my identity that says I'm smart. I should easily do this because I'm smart, I always thought, but I could not do anything and I was frustrated. This identity of being smart that I attached to myself from earlier made me unable to learn. Because if I have to invest time into school, that means I'm not smart anymore. I was scared to lose this identity that I put on myself. So I rather sat on my pile of hubris thinking I'm smart rather than doing the actually smart thing of just learning. This made my life hard because I had to learn how to learn at university. This put me into depression for a bit and it sucked. Don't get sucked into thinking that your identity is invincible. I am 100% sure that you bring things in your identity that are more hurtful than helpful. Best case scenario, you completely ask if everything you think you are, you truly are. I personally bring a lot of pain and hurt from my childhood, because people in my life, and partially me myself, were not nice to myself. This gave me a whole identity of being weak and stupid. Now, I just realized while reading the script, I have the identity of being smart and stupid at the same time. Just as I said, I truly have both. This is what identity does to you. So, back to script. Now with 23 years of age, I am realizing so many things. Whatever I was back then, that someone I didn't like is most likely not me anymore. I most likely changed since then into a different shade of the same color. And even if that identity is possibly still me, it might just be a big lie and a mistake from my perception. So, after all, maybe I do deserve to be loved by myself. And maybe it's time to believe that I am someone at least as cool as I am in my dreams. Have a nice day.